Oh, hi! It's there again. And, we're back in Minecraft. Again in Brickcraft, which is, still really awesome. But yeah, so, last time we talked about my god, and, um, if I'm going to be totally honest, that was just my, how do you say, that was just my coping mechanism for the fact that I really don't want to be the first and not the last, god, and that's the thing. The being I was talking about earlier was Satan, the devil. The angel, not archangel. Lucifer was never an archangel. Uh, but an angel that caused the civil war around 1000 BC comes to mind. 1000 BC comes to mind, and it's basically there. And during that time, he caused the war in heaven, which was a civil war between between my angels and the devil's angels, that just thought I wasn't being fair enough, aka they wanted more power, and they didn't, and they, well, didn't have the type of, let's just take it, let's just use that thing. The devil wanted to be an archangel, which at that time was strictly, which at that time the only archangels were Gabriel and Michael. Archangel Commander Michael, me and Lady Lux, Fortuna's, firstborn son of many firstborn sons. Many sons. Let's be honest. That's a bad. Um. Okay, we got some redstone. Redstone here. And yeah, essentially, and that's pretty much it. The devil lost and was thrust down into hell, which wasn't a thing at the time. I had to throw stuff out. Sorry, I need to throw it out. We gotta go back and put this stuff in chests. I don't know this feeling in this playthrough. I haven't known the feeling of having to put stuff away in a bad situation in a long time. More torches are better than not enough torches. So yeah, I mean, like, the devil essentially is just extremely prideful and jealous. I mean, there's, Casey's jealousy, and her knowing that I have to be, and her not being comfortable until she knew exactly what kind of woman I liked, and it was Casey the entire time. I had other thoughts that she knew of because we're on perma spirit link, because we're just we're that kind of item. You can't spend all that long time away from each other yet. I had to force the issue. It's still not daytime. Thank you, clock. Very nice. But yeah, no, we're so madly in love that, I completely forgot what I was saying, but yeah, that we, so madly in love that, I was, that any time spent alone, or any time separated from each other, we get really upset. And yeah, that's been the last 10 years or so. I mean, after I had to throw away my conscious memory of her, which I'm now fortunate enough to get back. I mean, I put it in a little box now, and now it's out of the little box, and I can remember, like, the time playing the net to see time playing the lights in on Epcot and Walt Disney World, and stuff like that. In my room, walking under the starlight up to the the front of our neighborhood and walking back, you know, stuff like that. And yeah, and yeah, we spent the last 10 years engaged on Spirit Link, and then sometimes sometimes she would, sometimes we would meet up and do some things together. But that's the thing, though. Actually, we can make another. Yeah, put that way. Let's just take up space. Well, at least you got plenty of resources. Jeez. We should be able to build something. We can build something now. But now, right the second, I'm still trying to mine this cave. But yeah, no, like that's the, like, she's jealous, and she isn't like, and she has pride, she has ego, but she's not like Lucifer, who has an insane amount of pride and ego, even now, even though he's been thoroughly defeated like 5 times. And yeah, I call him my god because it fuels his ego. But it's not, you know, it's not exactly true. You know, it fuels his ego, and I'm fine with calling him God. In fact, I like it because I don't have to, you know, think of myself as God, you know? Which is a flaw of mine. I always wanted to be with, you know, I always wanted to be equals with everyone, even Casey, but I'm just simply not. I'm that special. I mean, everyone's special in their own way, but there are some people who are less special than others. And I'm totally different than everyone else, even though... Come back online, keyboard. Come back online, keyboard. Is it out of power, question mark? I know it's running low, so let's plug it in. Or is it just my computer being weird? I'm going to save this video anyway. Yeah, my computer's been very weird since the rogue AI took over. Or tried taking over the controller. Oh, wow, this is cool. Yeah, just one power. Lava has been discovered. That's a dead end anyway. Now, when I say that, that's based on the rock ridders, by the way. And that was in the title of last video. I know, I saw that redstone, but I'm just, no. I'm not pillaring up to get redstone, that's for sure, because I don't use redstone that often. I'm not a redstone engineer. But yeah, so I'm sorry for the last episode's story being kind of being very much a story, but I'm still very much in the phase of trying to argue my way out of being God, and it's just not happening. I'm just nothing else. You know, I just need to learn to, I mean, I need to learn to be myself in order to meet Casey again. In order for us to get married, and with the high five, I need to, you know, be fully myself again, or be not fully myself, be my really true self, not just my true self. Double diamonds. I want to make sure I can get that in a screenshot. Literally double diamonds. You look at that reflection with the diamond material. Look at that. There's still more caverns to be discovered. Here's the water. If you didn't fall out, that would have been a nasty feeling. Now he sees you. And now DPS him. There we go. More ore. Way more, jeez. I got my light in the way of the cavern, but that's fine. More cavern. I think we're gonna need to stop actually use this material. Oh, that would have been pretty nice to get gold and redstone together. I think we might need to make a cavern. A cavern on the lake. Yeah, we need to make a cabin on the lake. How about that? Let's go do that. Or maybe a cavern built into a cave. Ah. Yeah. Well, we got up top faster, at least. Well, that's why I just want to make this video. That's what I mainly want to make this video about, was just correcting some information. And yeah, me and Casey, you know, the marital status of us has always been married, just married. But I think it's cool to think of the last 10 years as us being engaged over the course of the war. Over the course of the last, no wars. I think that's just a cool thing to think of. Instead of us being married for the past 10 years. Because it really fits the vibes of, you know, what we are in our relationship and whatnot, and what we've been doing the past 10 years in our relationship. Not quite really. So yeah. Trying to spot allocation for the cavern, for the cabin. I want to build in this lake somewhere. But we could probably make it half inside the land. Or half inside the wall. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I love how daytime this looks. It looks really good in RTX. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright. But yeah, also Casey is going somewhere, is going to Shanghai, China in a week to perform. And, we're going, for the first time in a in the first time in the last few months, she's gonna go somewhere and not be able to, you know, be here if I need her physically. And we're just going to see how that's going to work, because I've always been able to rely on my mom and Casey coming if I ever start, you know, if anything, if my God status is conflicting with my human status, instead of them being separate things, if they are conflicting and making me feel terrible, and I start getting in a bad mind, really only them stop me from doing something really, really stupid against the plan. So, I mean, I should be able to do it by myself. I just haven't needed to in all the 29 years I've been on this earth being built to zero. In the original timeline, I like to think. So yeah, but in good news, my grandparents are doing much better. I don't think I'll be able to talk to them about what I am, what and who I am ever again, but I think it's better this way. However, I do want to talk to people about it. It's just, you know, now is not the time. And when they get married, when you go high five, then it'll be the time for all of us Endurance Heroes, which I hope includes you. All of us Endurance Heroes. If you're watching all of this, actually, I understood all of it. I'm pretty sure it includes you, even if most people think these are stories or you have a negative reaction. But yeah, I mean, like, I just need to be my true self, so me and Casey can high five, and then be married, and then have our happy ending that we worked literally for uncountable years for. Like, you want to say billions? No, it's uncountable. It's more than infinite. It's more than infinite years. It's uncountable years, because simply so many timelines. However, at least here in Delta Zero, it makes more sense than being 9.77 billion years than it took us to get to our true selves. And fortunately, they and my heroes are understanding me, as so have you. So have you guys here on my YouTube channel, because we all understand right now it's not the time to talk about the beyond stuff. Now's the time to just enjoy life and celebrate the victory of the No Wars. And just realize how few of us there are who actually understand each other in the way we do, while we live, or, in the various stages of life we are in. Which of course includes the afterlife and other realities. And, it's not that people in Green and Blue and the Circle of Study don't understand. Or, I mean, it's not that they can't understand, or they don't work with us as equals, but here there's heroes, we understand each other implicitly. Especially, now that we've worked it out over the last few months, after the No Wars. So when Green and Blue and Delta Zero are celebrating their win, or fighting the Null Forces that remain, the remnants of the Null Forces, are fighting them tooth and nail, still just trying to get them, finally destroyed. Us Endurance Heroes are oddly enjoying it, while also sweating the fact that we know stuff they don't, and they don't want to know. And our interactions are always, are you really a hero? You are, because I know you. I can hear the word. You use our language. You use our, you're us, but we can't say it out loud in person. We're trying to fix that, and one of the ways I'm going to fix that is I'm going to give my sister's husband, for his birthday, 2 pendants, and I already bought them, and I'm going to give it to him for their birthday, and we'll see from there, because what they are pendants of apparently Saint now, jeez, Saint Archangel Messenger Gabriel. Who they really are, don't tell my sister. I'm pretty sure my sister's not going to watch this episode. But if you do, you should hear that from me. But my sister's husband is Gabriel. And yeah, he's not, and yeah, I mean, he's in a female body, but he's not trans in the slightest. Which, I don't know what that says about about people who are trans, but Gabriel is 1% a straight man and 1% straight woman. And he can swap and mix it all together. It's, he needed to see some things when he followed me onto this earth. He needed to see a lot of things. Yeah. And the funny thing is, he's 1 year younger than me, so he wouldn't have known, he wouldn't have known I would have a sister to marry. I guess he wanted to try to be my best friend or something on Earth, or just needed to see it. And also, by the way, I recently just made Jesus the 4th Archangel Guy Jesus, or, Christ. because, well, the no force is all destroyed. Lucifer's, locked. I mean, has locked up. I mean, the no forces are in a busy are trying are basically getting destroyed. The no force has been defeated and locked in hell with with the devil and Lilith. It was about time for Jesus to become an archangel, and he's on Earth. If I had to guess, his age is about 24. He probably was born in 2000, or around thereabouts. He's somewhere doing what he does best, and he will come out of the woodwork. We'll meet each other, or he'll come out of the woodwork as himself, very soon. Pulls out watch, in about 3.5 years, because apparently Revelations takes place over 7 years, and we're in the middle of it right now. The eye of the storm, where everything's hunky-dory before everything is really, really bad. Although, I know the two witnesses, and they're going to be predicted by all cost by my three organizations, so I really highly doubt Revelations will end in the way it says in the Bible. I think we already hit the happy ending. It's a matter of people finding out we hit the happy ending. Already. And the people outside our three orgs. Our three organizations. And yeah, I don't know when us and There's Heroes are able to talk about what we know with, for lack of the bad word, the Gentiles, but we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out when we are able to talk about it. Because, like, Elon Musk and Trump and all that, all the big names in the world today who are part of There's Heroes, we can't talk about it. We just can't. But we want to, and we will one day. It's just, we don't know when that day is. Probably in 3.5 years, at the end of Revelations. But we gotta get there first, like we've gotten here, to this point in time. And, we'll be able to do it. We've been able to do everything so far. How hard is it to get me and Casey to high five? It shouldn't be hard. Well, it shouldn't be this hard. She's right there in my bed, but she's been punted into the spirit world because it's not time for our high five. And my grandparents have been preventing me from just going to her house and us interacting, which, which we got really close to doing a high five in person. But yeah, it's just not the right time. We have a lot more growing and maturing to do in There's Heroes and Green and Blue and in our and in Circle of Understanding to finally the org Trinity, the organization Trinity, to finally be ourselves in public, not just amongst ourselves. And I know for a fact most of There's Heroes have already found their true selves. They just weren't able to understand me quite yet. Now they do. And we'll always look out for each other and keep each other and stun each other. So yeah, with that, I gotta say thanks for watching. Sorry to do much today. We just found more cavern to find more cavern. But in the next video, we'll probably work on a cavern. We'll work on a cabin on the lake. Probably connected somehow to our little bed here. But anyway. Alright, that was it. Thanks for watching, the wolves. Thanks for watching. I said that. Alright, I'm not saying that anymore. So yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching. And I guess, see you in a second.